Good morning, everybody. This is Keith with True Telos Trading. Trading on our small account of $1,000. This is a small account challenge. Let's go ahead and get into the trades of today. All right, before we move into the stock, let's go ahead and go over how I select my stocks for trading. This is what we call the True Telos Trading Grading Scale. Before I make a trade, I make sure to fill this out for every stock that I'm going to trade to see if it meets that A quality stock that I want to trade. And please keep in mind that I only trade stocks that match these criteria to be an A quality stock. Let's go ahead and get to the one that I traded today. The ticker on this stock was HSDT. Let's go ahead and type that in. HSDT. Today's date is 7/21/25. This is the first trade that I made on this account today, and it was on HSDT. The stock did have news. When the stock has fresh news for the day, it would get 3 points. If the stock had news in the last 24 hours, it would get 1 point. But today it had breaking news, so it gets 3 points for the news catalyst. Next will be the float, the amount of shares the stock has available to trade. HSDT had less than 10 million shares to trade, so it would get the full 2 points. If it had over 10 million, it would get 0 points. If it had over 20, it would get -1. But since it had below 10 million, it would get the full 2 points. Let's go ahead and move down to the next one. Trading above the 200 moving average. That would be primarily on the daily. It was way above the 200 moving average on the daily, so it again would get the full 2 points. If it was below the 200 moving average on the daily, it would only get zero. So it only gets zero. So it would get no points if it was below the 200 moving average on the daily. When I traded this stock, it was up over 50% on the day. I think it was close to 60. So it would get that 1 point for being up on the day over 50%. When I traded the stock, the price was not under $10. It was approximately $13.99. Might as well say $14. So if the stock is over $10, it gets a zero. If it is under $10 or at 10, it would get a one. But since HSDT was over 10, it gets a zero. Was it among the top three? This was actually the number one or number two stock when I traded it this morning. So it would get a one for being among the top three when it was traded. It did not make any new highs or any new all-time highs today. So that would get a zero as well. All right, so if we add all of these up, 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, we would get a total score of 9. And if we look at here at the bottom, I have my scoring rubric. For the stock to be an A or an excellent quality stock, it will have to score an 8 to 10. For it to be a B quality stock, it will have to score a 7. For it to be an F quality stock, it will have to score a 1 to 6. Since this stock today scored a 9, the grade for the stock would be an A. So this would be an A quality stock that I would be looking for setups to trade on. So let's go ahead and move into the trade. All right, we're looking at the 1 minute chart for the stock that I traded today, HSDT. The trade was made at approximately 6:10 a.m. this morning Central Standard Time. Let's go ahead and take a look at where I got in, where I exited. So I noticed the stock when it popped up here at 6:02 in the morning. It popped up from, let's see, a low of 893 all the way up here to $15. I'm going to go ahead and mark off this high of day. Popped up all the way up here to $15, and it popped up to that high of $15 off breaking news on the stock. Normally, what happens is it pops up like this. It retraces a little bit, as you see, it retraced all the way back down here to 1140 before it resumes higher. One of the strategies that I use is called breaking high of day. That is where exactly this is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the stock to make a move higher off of that breaking news. I'm looking for sellers to come in to push the price back down, and I'm looking to get into the stock or buy shares in the stock to have it push to that higher move. So this is where I got in. I got in at 609 for uh, about $14. Let's go ahead and mark off that 14. I was able to buy 71 shares of the stock at 13.99, or that $14. Let's go ahead and mark off that 14 right here. And I was looking for that move higher. Let's go ahead. That's close enough for me. I was looking for that move higher for it to break that high of day of that 15. What I saw here was there was a bit of congestion. I saw a lot of resistance up there at that high of day. It went up and tested it twice. So what I did was, after I saw it go up and test it twice, I wasn't able to still be in the trade right here at this 612 juncture. I got out of my full position right here in the middle at 1450. Let's see, about right there. So I was able to buy shares down at 14 for the break of high of day at 15, and I was able to sell my entire position at that 1450. So I made approximately 50 cents per share. That gave me a profit today of 34.78. Small profit, but a profit nonetheless. And as you see, the stock continued to move higher throughout the day. This was a very good stock. This was a very good setup. Again, this was an A quality setup according to my criteria for True Telos trading. So let's continue to build the account using these A quality setups and continue to document them so I can show you. All right. And then I end it there. So again, using that True Telos trading grading scale, trading an A quality stop using one of my setups, I was able to make $34.78. I'm going to continue to only trade those A quality setups and record these and let you guys know how the account is going. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask. I'm an open book and I may have questions for you. I think this is going to be a learning experience for everybody. So, like I said, if you have any questions, please let me know. And welcome to True Telos Trading.